Defining Active Directory certificate services. How can we concisely, simplistically explain this concept? Let's take a run at it. The way we will define Active Directory certificate services is by saying it's a server role that supports a PKI infrastructure design by providing digital certificate enrollment services. Basically, think of it this way. You got invited to an exclusive club, and you got your invitation in the mail, and your invitation, they say bring with you in order to get in. So essentially, they're telling you on the invitation, if you don't bring this with you, you can't get into the function, to the gala, let's say. And so you put on your best clothes, you make yourself look as presentable as you can in your best light, so to speak. You go down to this party, you get in line, and you walk up to the person who's guarding the gate, whether it be a bouncer, a gatekeeper, security, however you want to explain it. And then you hand them the piece of paper, the invite that you got with your name on it, and they may ask you for some questions about it just to verify it. But when they're done, they look at that invitation, look at the list, and say, okay, you're allowed in. Now, if you think of it in that form, a certificate is nothing more but think about a certificate as an encrypted passport or pass. That's all it is. Basically, a certificate says, okay, this entity here, is vouched for by this organization to be who they say they are, or to be what they say they are to you, or to be what you are wondering if they are or not. We of another industry that's trusted are vouching for them. Certificates public ones include VeriSign. Oh, there's a bunch of others. It's been a while since I really got deep in that world. But the logic is preserved. So ADCS, or Active Directory Certificate Services, is just a server role that supports a PKI infrastructure designed by providing digital certificate enrollment services. Basically, it allows you to check in your certs and will probably at some level assist in the certificate validation process. There's ways you can get around it, but typically when you have a certificate services function, one server doesn't do just one thing. Usually there's multiple roles related certificates on that server or on that cluster of servers. That's why I say that. Not always, but typically that's how they do it. So a server role or server task, basically you just select it in your server settings that supports PKI, public key infrastructure, basically encryption to provide the certificates or the pass. Basically the file is encrypted that says this entity is who it says it is. That's it. Basically being validated by a file, akin to being validated by a invitation to a party, or being validated when you're being asked questions or to prove identity to the government and you're using the passport or using your state ID or driver's license. Same basic logic structures.